Cthulhu Jack.
I know everyone out here loves clowns.
What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?
Especially clowns that sing. Especially clowns that can shred on a ukulele. I'm talking about Blood Harvest from 1987, starring Tiny Tim as Mervo the Clown.
Marvelous Mervo at your service.
Damn, you scared the shit out of me.
Which, from what the brain trust at IMDb stated, that not only did director Bill Rebane meet Tiny Tim at a beer carnival in 1985, Wisconsin, but he had an idea for a horror film and asked Tiny if he would be interested in appearing. From there, history was made. Or forgotten.
When the mask is off, I look at myself.
Shot supposedly in one entire day and night, I could see where the majority of this film could be shot within a day, but with the gory special effects alone, that could keep a crew hopping for a few hours. I call
bullshit!
We open with Tiny singing to us as we are introduced to a corpse being hauled away, by which inevitably we find out it's Tiny and his brother Gary's pops. From there we are met with real auctioneers selling off foreclosed farms, leading us to Jill, played by the elusive Itonia Salchek. She's back from college, aiming to quit school and marry Peter Krause.
Oh my God, I am high.
Who plays Scott.
I'm gonna nibble on your ears.
Swinging by her pa's bank looking for him.
Have you seen my dad?
No, I haven't.
I swear this bank teller has been
How
dubbed.
about my mom?
No, she hasn't been in.
He's gone MIA, supposedly ditching town with mom, due to the fact that he's a very unlikable fella who's been foreclosing on all the farms around town.
What is with everybody?
What did ever happen to them?
Mrs. Robbins.
I love also back in the day, you could just leave your luggage and belongings out on the sidewalk and no one would ever touch them. Jill heads back home to no parents, which she spends the majority of the film asking various people where they might be.
Have you seen my parents? Where are my parents? Where is my father? Where is my mother?
This guy is just classic.
Well, they're not under here. How the heck do I know?
Speaking of the sheriff, he gives Jill a ride back to her place wearing his uniform over his softball uniform.
I just hope it wasn't you, young lady.
Later, he grows annoyed further when Jill reports a creepy dude outside her house.
There goes the damn poker game.
But then, later in the film, as the killer is hauling Jill's drugged out half-naked self around, he rolls in from miles away with his lights and sirens blaring, to literally do nothing. So what does he do once he checks out the house? Leaves, while the killer is still inside? Pick a lane, Sheriff. Gary keeps on popping around Jill's pad like a big old pervy creeper.
Gary? You're crazy! You're crazy! Get away from me!
I'll look after you now.
Gary, don't make me hate
I'll protect you
I
from
love you like a
everything.
brother!
Whether it be when her and Scott are actually getting it on, or screwing with her while she's showering, or 5 minutes later when Scott is removed from the picture, and Gary just happens to swing by.
I saw a car in your driveway I didn't recognize, so I thought I'd better come over and check and see if you're all right.
There's more red flags from this guy than a super sports speedway motorcycle crash. As the harvesting of castmates continues, the film has us believing for about 5 minutes that Tiny Tim is the killer here.
Don't be afraid. I won't hurt you.
Now, for anyone that has never seen Tiny Tim perform,
And he's certainly not ordinary or run-of-the-mill.
That's right. Would you welcome, please, Tiny Tim.
he does come across as possibly odder than your average clown.
Clowns! Shit!
He actually comes across in this film
Herbert, are you in there?
as a protector for Jill,
Oh! Oh!
and relinquishes some dark family secrets about Gary and how he is actually more unstable than old Mervo.
He removed the barrel that Papa stood on and made it look like murder. That way, people would feel sorry for us.
As much of a slog as portions of this movie loaf come across, I actually was pleased that they went this route and not just cashed in on the old crazed clown motif. The only way I can describe Itonia Salchek's performance in this is portions come across like a student in high school drama class.
My God. What have I done?
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Between the gratuitous nudity and her being manhandled every which way from Sunday, she came across as quite a trooper in this, and as the film flickered along, I grew to enjoy watching her approach to the acting craft. Supposedly since 2022, there's been an online petition to locate Itonia. This was the one and only film she ever appeared in, and by all accounts, she has vanished from the planet.
Join me. Perhaps you may be able to help solve a mystery.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Oh,
So, if you're in the mood for an oddball late 80s slasher art film that has more ups than
Is that right?
then this one might just be for you. Until next time.
So how about I make it up to you on a date?
Sorry, but I'm engaged.
How about some meaningless sex?
So click links below to be notified. Many thanks for the support, and hail Cthulhu!